video now is I'm actually going to take a look at what gold has done, what I think it can do, and how we are able to take advantage of this. So, for the day so far, I am actually up about 666 or 61 or something like that dollars. So 640 something, right? And you can see that here, right? You'll see that right here, right? 648, right? That's my profit for the day, right? And that was actually taken using or taken advantage of gold and all of what gold offered today. And what's interesting about that is I took advantage of all of that literally. I made all of that money literally within this area. All of that money. I didn't even take advantage of the movement. Something I want you to understand is, again, in the last video I spoke about it's nothing is on your time. But something you can also take advantage of is when the market is suggesting certain things to you, if you understand how to use it, it's actually very, very possible to take advantage of. So let's actually discuss how I was able to do that. Right now, in an earlier video I posted today on YouTube, all right, and follow me on YouTube. You can subscribe to me there. All right, I post a lot of videos there. I actually spoke about buying low and selling high is the right idea. It's just a lot of traders take that way too literally. Right. So what most traders would do is most traders would have tried to sell here. Right. And okay, cool. Kudos to you if you sold here. All right. I'm really happy for you. What that then tells me is you got a damn good sell, right? Imagine you sell there, right? And you're up, what's that, about 303 pips or points or whatever you want to call it. That's good. But the question you have to ask is how many trades did you lose before you captured the winning trade at that level? And that is what most traders don't take into account. Most traders don't take into account all what they have to give up before they get the right trade. And if we are if we are taking advantage of the market, if you realize here, you will see where I am not doing that. I'm not taking a lot of losses to get good wins, right? I'm actually taking very few losses, right? But why? It's because of not what you do, but how you do it. So let me explain, right? What I was doing is I'm not taking that principle of buy low, sell high literally. If gold is a bullish market, I am going to still be bullish. I am going to buy. I'm not going to try to sell it because it's at a really high point in time, despite the idea or the concept being buy low, sell high, right? So, yes, theoretically, selling here is a good idea. But the problem is, how do we know that this is the correct area to sell? Couldn't it have been here, or here, or here, or here, or any of these other places? It actually makes more logical sense to buy. But you can't just buy anywhere either. So, what do I do? All I'm doing is looking for areas of fatigue. What does that mean? So, for instance, right here is an area of fatigue. And this is not the same as trading support and resistance because, again, I'm not trying to make $1,000,000 in one trade, right? All I am really concerned with, literally, is trying to take advantage of when the market runs into a specific level and it runs away from that level. I take that as a trade. And as soon as I see profit, I take it. What most traders who trade support resistance would do is they would take that same trade, but they would take it in hopes that it goes all the way back up to the high because of greed, right? All we have to understand is the market will either go up, down, or sideways. And all I really care about in this case, because gold is a bullish market, is the market going up. I don't care about this. This does not bother me. I am still very much bullish on gold, right? Now, we could say that there might be some fatigue at this level, but it doesn't appear to be. Because if there was fatigue, the market would have run away from this level almost immediately. Not saying that the market isn't going to sell at this level. I am saying, however, that it is very, very tough for me to trust a sell here for two reasons. One, there's not a lot of fatigue. And two, obviously, it is still very much a bullish market. So, how I took advantage of gold all day is every time price hit this level, I bought. every time, right? And I'm not holding these trades for long. So I believe I bought here and I held it, and I think I started to buy when it came down here again, and that's documented in an earlier video. And I closed. I could have bought here again. I could have bought here again. I could have bought here again. Look at all of the, and again, and I know it seems very, very similar to trading support resistance, and maybe you do want to call it that, right? But the difference is I'm not trying to hold these trades forever. All I am trying to do is take advantage of very small but clear and probable movement, right? In other words, the highest potential probability trades there are. That's all, right? Do I think that there's a high probability that if the market hits this level, right, that is going to buy a little bit from there? Yes, I do. Do I think that if it hits this level again, there's a high probability that it's going to buy a little bit? Yes, I do. If it continues to do that too much while creating lower highs and lower lows, then I need to start to reconsider. Does that make sense? And one of the things that you can use is, let's just say I decided to buy this here, right here, right? The instant I saw it start to push lower and clear out of this area completely, I close it. But by that point, I would already be up three, four, five different trades. Losing this one is nothing. It doesn't cost anything, right? It's maybe an opportunity cost. Does that make sense? So, looking at gold now, to add to what I think is going to happen, is I think it's going to continue to go back up. I do believe so. All right. There's nothing about gold that suggests sell to me. Literally, nothing about gold. Doesn't mean that I'm going to absolutely try to buy it right now, right? Because again, we're going into, I believe it's Sydney session, or either Sydney or Frankfurt, meaning the volatility has decreased, as is very, very clear here. Market isn't doing much. Doesn't mean that it is not going to do much, but it does tell me that it's reducing its volatility. It's losing liquidity and now possibly starting to slow down a little bit. So I probably wouldn't try to take any trades around this time. But if I do see something that's worth my while, I'll try. But in terms of a direction, I think if the market runs into this level again, I'll probably try to buy it again. So I'm looking, and this is literally how I'm going to do it. If it runs to here, I'll buy it right here. And let's just say it starts to run up to right here, I'll close it. All right. And maybe it does this. I honestly don't care about this. I don't. I care about this right here. Because you see, this is less probable than this. Does that make sense? Getting this is much less probable than getting this. And what trying to capture this affords me is the ability to win multiple trades one after the next consistently. Yes, it's true that I wouldn't make, big profits in these small taking these small trades, but they do add up, and they add up very quickly. If you're able to do it effectively enough, you will be surprised as to how quickly you can make profit. Right? Now, does that mean I think that it's going to buy? Yes, I do. I don't think as of right now selling makes sense. And I let me see what's going on here. So look at what's going on, right? So, and I believe that for the most part, TradingView gets this right in terms of their scale. This is whales, I believe. These are people who are actually right about the market, right? I don't think that this is the wrong side of the traders, right? But let's read the minds and see. So this person is buying, buying. Let's look and see. Buying, buying. So a lot of people actually buying now, right? 25 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. But I'm not interested in buys because, again, I don't have my specific criteria. But I do believe, in terms of a direction, that these people are right. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. See you guys soon. Peace out.